Hello everyone, this is Paris. Welcome to BudgetHolics. Ether is the second largest cryptocurrency in terms of market cap. On the 5th of August, it underwent the London hard fork or London upgrade, which in simple terms means a permanent change in the set of rules that governs the Ethereum blockchain. In today's video, we're going to talk briefly about what changes. If you have no idea what Ethereum is, check my Understanding Ethereum video, for which you'll find a link in the top right and down in the description. Just a small disclaimer. At the moment, 10% of my investment portfolio is allocated to Ethereum. And that being said, this video is for education and information purposes only. It's not meant to be financial advice. However, if you're interested in personal finance, investing, and wealth building, please hit the like and subscribe button, as this helps me immensely with the YouTube algorithm. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Upgrades of the Ethereum network come in the form of Ethereum Improvement Proposals or EIPs. The London upgrade consists of 5 EIPs. The first 4 are quite technical, but I'll leave a link to a CoinDesk article down in the description that gives a short overview of all EIPs within the London hard fork. In essence, all 5 pave the way towards Ethereum 2.0, which, along with other features, will transition the Ethereum blockchain from a proof of work to a proof of stake model. This means that instead of miners validating transactions, Ether holders can stake their coins, validate the transactions, and then get paid themselves. In this light, the most talked about change is the implementation of EIP 1559, which has 3 main features. Up to the 5th of August, users were participating in an open auction to execute transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. In order to send Ether or upload a smart contract, you needed to pay a base fee and a tip. However, you needed to specify those amounts before executing the transaction. The miners would choose the transactions with the highest tip to include in their blocks so they could get the highest reward. This was a huge problem in July, as in some cases you needed to pay $60 in order to instantly send $1 worth of Ether. And this problem caused some users to underpay, thus their transaction was never validated, and others to overpay if they felt their transaction needed to be prioritized. If you're using a platform such as Coinbase, for which you can sign up using the link down in the description and earn $10 worth of Bitcoin with your first trade of $100 or more, the fees were calculated by the platform. EIP 1559 will allow the network to algorithmically determine the transaction cost beforehand, which is also referred to as a uniform gas price, based on network traffic. Thus, the volatility of transaction costs within the blockchain will be reduced. However, users who still need their transaction to be prioritized can still pay an extra tip. The second big change brought by EIP 1559 is that the block size will be doubled. This doesn't mean that transaction speeds will be doubled as well, as the extra space will be reserved to satisfy increased demand. Think of it like this. Imagine you have a highway with 3 lanes. An additional 3 lanes are constructed, however only the first 3 are used at off-peak hours. If the highway gets congested, then and only then are the 3 extra lanes opened and people can use them. This is meant to help smooth out spikes in demand and help gas fees stay stable. It is this feature that allows the base fee to stay stable. Remember, people can still tip. Finally, the third big change EIP 1559 brings is that Ether may be burned. I leave a link to a website called Watch the Burn down in the description, where you can watch how much Ether is burned in each completed block. Right now, a block is completed roughly every 10 to 13 seconds. The reward for each completed block is 2 Ether. Since the implementation of EIP 1559, more than 95 Ether has been rewarded to miners, while almost 52,000 Ether has been burned. Ether is by design an inflationary currency. This means its supply is increasing and there is no cap. In contrast to Bitcoin, for example, where there's a cap of 21 million coins. The burn feature within EIP 1559 is meant to reduce the rate of inflation, i.e. the amount of more Ether in circulation. Remember that we're also waiting for the Ethereum 2.0 upgrade, which, along with many features such as sharding, will transition the blockchain from a proof of work to a proof of stake model. No one knows when Ethereum 2.0 will go live. Some say this will happen by the end of 2021, others believe it won't happen till mid-2022. However, many believe that when Ethereum transitions to a proof of stake model, it will become deflationary, i.e. more Ether will be burnt than what will be awarded to stakers. Since this is a finance and not a technology channel, we need to talk about what this means for investors. The first is that, as with any asset, as Ether becomes scarcer, its value goes up. This is the benefit of EIP 1559's Ether burning feature. However, in contrast to Bitcoin, which is viewed as a store of value due to the blockchain's limited capabilities, Ethereum also derives its value from the ecosystem of applications on its network. These are called decentralized applications, made up of many smart contracts, specifically decentralized finance applications. Secondly, the London hard fork made the cost of doing business on the Ethereum blockchain much lower and more predictable. More users are expected to use it for dApps, NFTs, ICOs, and other smart contracts. Finally, the London hard fork is viewed as the final gateway towards the Serenity upgrade, which will fully implement Ethereum 2.0. This will have two benefits for Ether holders. Firstly, the recent cryptocurrency crash was caused by concern regarding the environmental impact of proof-of-work blockchains. Investors and institutions will be more likely to invest in proof-of-stake blockchains given their lower energy requirements to validate transactions. Secondly, with Ethereum 2.0, transaction speeds are expected to increase, thus also boosting the demand for Ether in the long term. This was a short overview of the London hard fork. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think this means for the price of Ether and whether you think Ethereum might eventually flip Bitcoin. I have a market cap higher than Bitcoin. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button and share it with anyone you think might find it useful. Until we meet again, don't stop investing. Cheers.